172, but that's with everything on and food, bro. Alright, YouTube, welcome back to another video of me. This is I believe my 7th video, which I'm pretty happy about, that I reached a week worth of making videos, improving day by day. But here, I already warmed up with the bar in 135. Today was a pretty moderate day because I did already a heavy push day. So it's like, why do too much heavy if it's just gonna set me back? But here I just did 175. I did a 3x5 today. Working on form, it's always technique work for me, especially on this day where I get to see what form works best for me, changing grips and stuff. It's because it's always complicated. Bench is always such a complicated lift. You always gotta get your arch, you gotta get your grip, you gotta get your leg drive. It's just so much of a complication. It's literally harder than a math test. But that's why at this day I do a lot of that technique work, along with really doing rep work, and towards the last set I do pause reps and stuff to really get my chest going and prepare and keep getting on stronger over and over again, because I want to reach 275 once again and then reach 315. You put on bench. Here loaded up 185. I did 175 pounds to 185, so I did a 3x5, which was 175 first set. Second set was 180, and third set was 185, so I went up 5 pounds each set. You can see right there I'm pausing the reps at the bottom for a second or two. I need to do longer pauses and stuff to really get stronger. And here I decided, just why not, get my CNS really work the hell out. So here I just did a 305 static hold. I held it for a pretty good while, which I'm pretty happy about. It's a great sign that my joints are getting stronger. But normally my arms will start to shake hella, and I have to put the bar back before that thing drops on me, and we don't want that, do we? But yeah, here just ask the guy behind me just to assist me, because if this thing drops on me, I don't want to die. But yeah, here we just did some close grip benching, and let me tell you, close grip benching is such a humbling movement. It's because you use more of your triceps, and the way you're positioned, it's a really humbling. You feel weaker, but you're really not. But it's because of the angles. As you can see right there, I'm going really close. Working the triceps. On the next sets, I'm kind of switching up the grip a little, see which one really works the tricep the best. But yeah, again, at first you won't bench a lot doing close grip because, like I said, it's a harder movement to stack on, and you just over time have to get stronger, get used to the movement, and really get your joints used to it. But it's because it's mostly tricep work, so this really builds a lot of a tricep strength for bench and mass, because it really works them nicely. Here on the second set, I did 175. Last push, the recent push day video, I started at 165, I believe. I believe so. No, I started at 155, and it ended up at 175. And now in this one, I'm trying to get stronger at these, because if I get stronger at these, my bench will increase. Now, instead of starting at 155, I started at 165. And then the second set, I worked up to 175. It's pushing up, getting stronger, keeping that progress up, allowing me to really push harder on my triceps. Again, hard ass movement. I feel like I should have done more reps, really gone to failure, but see, right there, if I did another rep, I would have had that thing fail on me. But yeah, again, here we are, really fixing up the grip and stuff. Yeah, but I was saying, here we did 185. We boosted up our weight so we can get our triceps and joints used to newer weight. Because if you keep doing slow jumps, slow progress jumps, you really won't get into much progress. You gotta do nice jumps. At least a 5-pound jump. A 2.5 jump works too, but it's just not really sustainable. So 5-pound increases and stuff really help. Those tiny little increases really help. Always use the 2.5 plays. They really benefit you. Here I went a little closer, and as you can see, it got even harder. It's really working out on my triceps. My leg drive was pretty horrible here. I was trying my best not to use leg drive, but I mean, it's kind of a habit, because if not, I would have dropped it, and that would not have been cool. Here I decided to do some incline dumbbells. I do these or Smith machine incline, but I mean, I do both. On my heavy day, I did the Smith, and on my moderate day, we'll just do some heavy dumbbells. These are 65 dumbbells, I believe. Really going all the way down, stretching my pecs. Getting that nice stretch. My weird faces. But yeah, obviously, I don't start too heavy on these. Like, I like getting a little warmed up because I don't want a pec tear, because it's really scary. You know, I don't want to be in the ER and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Again, but why am I making these faces? I mean, it's not really that heavy. Just huffing and puffing. But yeah, here in the next set, I did 75 pounds. I did a little 10-pound jump here. Used my wrist wraps because when I was doing that static hold, my wrist did get like really fatigued, and the wrist wraps really help prevent that fatigueness. It just keeps my wrist straight without me having to, you know, say, oh no, my wrists are still tired from that static hold. Like, these wrist wraps help me prevent me worrying about that. But yeah, here these are 75. Just really went all the way down as much as possible. I mean, dumbbells are good. The reason why I like doing these also is because, one, obviously it helps bench and stuff, but two, it's because it builds that shoulder stability. Really helps build that like stability for bench. And oh my lord, how was that? That was the most terrible form I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, these are 80s, I believe so. Yeah, these are 80s. Again, went down. Yeah, this set was pretty awful in my opinion. I really didn't do good here. Yeah, you can see me struggling with the 80s. It's because, again, I'm gaining my strength back little by little. Barely, see, you can see I barely got like 3 reps there. You know, my face of disappointment. But I'm almost in 2 weeks in my bulk. Keep in mind, 2 weeks in my bulk, almost 2 weeks. But so far, we're doing great. We've increased strength so far pretty nicely. And here, I decided to do some chest dips. These I do on my push days. On my pull days, I do tricep dips, and I do close grip bench to really help, you know, get a lot of bench increasement. The chest dips I like because it really stretches my pecs, and it's a good way to really increase your bench press. Like, dips are really a really great accessory to build up your bench. Oh, god damn, I'm burping and stuff. But yeah, it's a really good accessory to build up your bench. Like, these are really high tier accessories. It's because it's a really strict pushing form. You can pause at the bottom. It's really amazing, stretching the hell out of your pecs. Here I decided to do weighted. I know 10 pounds does not seem like it's enough, but again, I mean, if you guys didn't already know, I had to stop doing dips because my sternum was not keeping up with me, and it was hurting like hell. So I had to quit dips for like 5 months, which is a pretty long time, and I started doing them again. But this time, I really was working on my form, seeing what doesn't hurt me as much and stuff. But now I'm doing dips pretty fine, because what I used to do back then was really like progress a little too fast. Like, I'd be repping the plate and doing too much volume, and it just hurt my sternum horribly, and that kind of held back my bench strength a little bit. So yeah, I'm getting back to it. I'm doing strict form, going all the way down, seeing what works best, because we don't want to have injuries, right? Because how can I progress if I have injuries? But yeah, I look so damn tired, it's crazy, but it's just, you know, so much work. Here, these are the padded ones. Normally, I would do the regular pec deck. The thing with that is, like, when I try to go heavier and go to failure as much as I can, and I stretch too much, my shoulders hurt and my biceps start to take over, which is what I don't want. And I don't want a bicep tear, and it's very horrible. When I do with the padded, because I was like, why not? Let's see how this feels. I find it easier to stretch out my chest without hurting my shoulders. Like, my shoulders do not hurt when I go all the way back. Like, as you can see right there, I'm going all the way back, and my biceps don't get stimulated because the pad is holding my forearm. so it doesn't allow my biceps to do the work, and I can go to failure here for really more comfortably. The first set I did was 130 pounds, and here I did 175. Obviously, you feel a little like weaker because the way normally where you're positioned, you can lift more on the other pec deck compared to here. You have to get stronger on the positions, like different positions you have to get stronger at. Here with the pad, I had to get my angles right so I can use force, and it just feels nicer because you really can squeeze the pecs here. So if you have like shoulder pain or shoulder issues or bicep issues when doing like the normal standard pec deck, you do these or just cable flies. It's really help a lot. And here we're doing some the standing overhead press. These are my favorite shoulder builders for strength and mass. It's because here's just like strict form. You just get the bar and you push it up with your shoulders. You use your shoulders. It's really, really, really good on your shoulders. Builds that healthy stability in your joints. Because like the thing with the seated shoulder press with the barbell or the machine, these allow you to really strictly hit your shoulders without like having too really builds the strength of the shoulders. The delts, it works all the delts, which is what we need. Kind of do less but gives you more at the same time. The thing with the shoulder ones is because those are easy to overload, and you can kind of cheat on those, and these you can't really cheat at all. Like I like personally doing harder movements. I mean, that's what personally finds me the best to get stronger at. Here I did I believe this is 115. Yeah, this is 115. Here in the next set, I tried this 135, and was it ugly. As you can see there, I tried to lift it. Nah, fortunately I don't get that. I will get it soon. Just gotta keep doing these more often, and I will get it soon enough. And here is my favorite lateral raise machine. I mean, I also do dumbbells, but I find dumbbells to be really easily to stimulate the traps, I mean, these really work the delts hard. Like it's because the waist position, you're kind of a little, the seat's not like 90-degree angles, like it's a little more than 90-degree angles, but it's like perfectly aligned with your shoulders, and the way the pads are aligned and the grip width, it really works the side delts. These I like to go super failure on, like you can see my faces and stuff. Like these really target the side delts perfectly, and I find it that these don't activate the traps as much, because the weight's position, you go up to just the simple straight up without having to have your traps take over. Yeah, like you can see, like the first set I believe I loaded 80 pounds. This right here is, I believe, was 100 pounds. Like these, I can stack more weight and get stronger side delts, and it translates to my bench. Also for shoulder stability. But again, I love going to failure on these. If you have some sort of lateral raise machine that looks like this or closely resembles this, use it. Like it really works. I mean, if you can do dumbbells, dumbbell lateral raises, and it works for you, fine, do it. Anything that will work for you, make sure you do it. A nice lateral raise machine, dumbbell lateral raises, or a cable lateral raise really helps and builds your side delts. I also love cable lateral raises, but again, I do both. Like on my moderate day, I do this, but I do this one more often than the cables, because also with cables it's harder to like get the shoulder stimulus. That's why like machines help you target the certain muscles much easier without having to stress about form and like what position you put the cable, for example, like what level. And you can see right there, like this was 135 pounds, and I had to jump up just to get that last rep, which is crazy. And yeah, but what I was saying, anything that works for you that has lateral in it, then do it. Whether it's a cable, machine, or dumbbell. I mean, they all build side delts nicely. And these are also required for a good bench. Do your rear delt, guys. Please do your rear delts. Your rear delts play a huge role in benching. they really build that shoulder stability and gives you a 3D shoulder, because it's part of you. The rear delts is part of your shoulders, obviously. Like, again, these really help the stability of the bench, because when you arch your back and you push your shoulder blades together, your rear delts support your back. They support your back to allow you to press with pretty nice form without having to mess up the bench, and really help push more power. I mean, as you can see right here, I'm struggling. I believe this was, I added 150 pounds here. 150 pounds. And yeah, just a simple tricep accessories for triceps. It's that close grip bench, either a JM press. But I didn't do a JM press today. I went to do an overhead cable with the rope. But yeah, normally just my triceps, I do close grip benching, push downs. For the overhead, it's either a JM press or a rope. But the main tricep movement I do is the dips. The dips are, again, a really heavy compound builder for triceps. And the overall upper body area, like, please do dips. Dips are amazing. But yeah, here I did a second set. Pretty mid ankle right here, but I added 72 pounds here. The first set, I believe it was 57 pounds. Here was 72. I want to soon rep the stack, you know, because it looks cool. Like, why not? Also forgot to mention that, again, in this video, no outro. Sadly, I will have to make an outro soon, and probably in the next one, hopefully, if I can. But yeah, but just wanted to say that. But here, we just did 2 sets of overhead, you know. It's because these are also like a close grip bench helper. Because if you really think about it, it's kind of the same angle. You know, your triceps are going down in that angle, really pushing forward and up. And these are really good long head builder for like muscle mass and growth in general. But yeah, this was the last set I did. I went a little lighter here, you know, to get more of that, you know, push and fatigue, you know, because you really want to train your muscle as hard as you can. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I did today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, like and sub so I can make more content for you guys. And yeah, it helps me, it helps everyone. See you guys in the next one.